Hey guys, welcome back to the Snapper and Chronicles. Today we're coming back at you with another Ratchet video. Today we have the KD USA, and I think this model number is 721109. And before we jump into all this, if you can do me a favor, I'm trying to reach a goal of 2,000 subscribers by the end of the summer. And the only way I'm going to reach that goal is if you guys give me the HBO special. The HBO special is the Help a Brother Out special. Help a Brother Out, hit the like and hit the subscribe, and I'll give you 2 seconds to do that. Okay, you guys that help me out by doing that, I really appreciate it. Okay, this is an Eastco, made by Eastco, KD Ratchet. This is 3/8. And a cousin of this Ratchet, which is more famous, I guess, is the Roundhead Fine Tooth Ratchet, made for Craftsman by Eastco. And this is basically the same mechanism, or exactly the same mechanism. The only thing different on this Ratchet is this handle. But as you can see, this handle here is a little bit longer, and it has this nice knurling on it. So I think functionality, I would go with the KD, which is also related to this. And this is an actual Eastco branded Ratchet, almost exactly the same as the KD, same handle. The only difference in the handle is the knurling. This knurling seems a little bit finer, and it goes all the way to the end. Here the knurling kind of stops like maybe 1/4 of an inch before it hits the end, but basically same length and everything. And another thing is that the East Coast, some of these ratchets, not only East Coast, but on some of them they were issued with non-quick release. The KD has quick release, and the Craftsman always had a quick release on theirs, but you'll find East Coast with and without quick release. And maybe the same is true with other brands that they made ratchets for. I know they made one for them. They made one as East Coast. They made the Craftsman, the KD, and I believe they also made Napa in this same configuration, almost this same exact configuration. I think the Napas are also quick release, but they, like I said, it could be either or, because I've seen East Coast with this one with non-quick release and with quick release. So let's put these aside for a second and take a look at this. Yeah, I think, like I said, this one's probably a bit more handier than the Craftsman, just because it has the knurling. It's longer, has a longer length, and I don't know, it just seems more like you get a bit of leverage with this and less slippage with this than you would with the Craftsman. And take this apart. Let me see if I can get in here quick enough. Ugh. Oh brother, yeah, it always gives problems. I'm glad this wasn't a short video because I would be finished. Those short videos, they only give you a minute to finish them up. And here's the ring that gives you a little bit of problem sometimes. Here's the mechanism. 2 pawls on this, as you know, with the Roundhead fine tooths. It's a 2-paw mechanism. 3 teeth per side on the paw, and it has these pins here, which rock the paw. But be careful with these, because as you can see, you see those little marks on them. See little marks, those little dents on the pins. They actually peen these and they drive them in I guess so they wouldn't fall out or something. I'm not sure, but they do peen the pin itself so as to widen it a little bit so it can kind of catch in there. And sometimes they're kind of hard. They're not impossible to take out, but sometimes they're a little hard to take out just due to that fact. So you might have to get a pair of dikes or something and kind of cajole them out. But I'm not going to take this one totally apart. I have a video on how to take them totally apart, and I'll put that in the description just to save some time. I don't want to make this into like a 20-25 minute video. And here's the broaching on this. The broachings were generally good on these East Coast and East Coast in general. And here's a look at the teeth. They all look nice and uniform, and they all look like they go to the end. To the back side usually is where a lot of broaching fails or looks sloppy. This one looks pretty good all the way through. The teeth are fine from front to back. And that's what it looks like. Like I said, here is the knurling. Knurling looks pretty good. Not too bad. There's a little bit of kind of, they didn't smooth this out, the beam like perfectly. You see a seam there of the line, and over here you see they did, looks like they did smooth this out some, but you can feel the edge there. Right there you can feel that edge, but it isn't like sharp or anything, but it's definitely, you can feel it here. Like I said, yeah, you feel it more there. That looks like it was not smoothed out as well. But all in all, looks pretty good. It's like a pretty good ratchet. And like I said, they made these in, I think, maybe 4 or 5 companies. I know KD, the Craftsman, the East Coast, the Napa, and there might be somebody else. I'm not sure, but I don't think they made a lot of different companies, but they did produce these in a few companies. And usually the Craftsman usually demands a premium. Even now, it was usually the most I guess expensive ratchet that was in their catalog for a long time. It was more expensive than the the regular quick release, which is like this. This model was below, actually was below this model. So you would pay a little bit more of a premium for this, even though this one was a round head and that one was kind of a teardrop style ratchet. You would pay a little bit of a premium for these. And usually they have a really good reputation, these ratchets. Not too many people complain about them. They have them for years. They use them for years. They're like go-to ratchets for a lot of hard jobs. So, they pretty much work out pretty good. Alright guys, that's all I got for now. Until next time.